Today we're going to look at how to generate proofs for Noir circuits and then how to verify them in Stellar smart contracts. Now, Noir is a beautifully elegant, simple language. It's Rust-based, it's very easy to read and to understand what's going on. This is the circuit we're going to be using today. We're basically taking two inputs and we're checking that the limit price is greater than the market price. This could be used for like a private limit order type system. Now, if we go back to the main directory, we've got some test scripts here. We've got test verification and test local. Test verification is for testing on the Stellar testnet. Now, even the simplest circuit like this is right on the limit of the maximum amount of CPU instructions that we can use to verify a contract. This is something that's currently being worked on, and we're expecting upgrades in Protocol 26, which will resolve this problem. But for now, to get around it, what I'm doing is I'm testing out on a local development server. So today, let's start by setting that up. I'm using Windows Subsystem for Linux here. And the first thing I need to do is set up a Docker container using sudo docker d. Once that's all running, let's open up another window and we can fire up our own instance. So we're going to create a kind of local test network for development purposes. To do that, I'm going to use this command here. So we're calling docker run, we're setting the port to 8000, Stellar Quick Start is the package name, we'll just show you that. All the code today is obviously open source, and this package is on Stellar's main GitHub repository. And it's basically a Docker container that you can use to just fire up a local development node. So let's go ahead and run this. We're setting the network to local, we're setting the limits to unlimited. This is the key bit which allows us to run these Noir verifier, which are CPU intensive tasks. And we're also enabling Core, RPC, Lab, Horizon, and FriendBot. Let's fire that up. Whilst that's running, we can also send that to the background. Now, if we go back to the Noirlang experiments directory, we can go through this test file. I'm going to copy this. In fact, I'm going to open this up locally so you can see it a little bit better. So what we're doing here is we're setting some directories, cleaning the artifacts, so we've got a fresh start. Then we're going to use Nargo, which is like Noir's equivalent of Cargo, to compile and execute the contracts. Then we're going to use a tool called bb.js, which is Barentenberg. It's a product which is made by the same people who made Noir. It's under the Aztec protocol GitHub repository. And this will allow us to create a proof both in the front end and the back end. In the back end, we're going to be using Node.js. In the front end, we're going to be using a WASM file within the browser. Obviously, this script is running in the back end, so when we call in node, bb.js, write vk ultra keccak conc, quite a mouthful. And then that's going to output this vk.keccak. And then this prove ultra keccak conc is going to output a proof with public inputs. To then run this through to verify, we need to split the proof from the public inputs. We've got a task to do that. Then we have a few checks just to make sure we've got the right amount of bytes in the public inputs and target proof. And then finally, we can deploy the Soroban ultra-honk verify contract. I'll show you where this comes from as well. This is Hugo Cabrio's rs-soroban-ultra-honk repository. And I've been told this is the most up-to-date and it's the most actively worked on repository. There's a few different ones. There's the one by index tree, and they've all kind of been put together into this repository. So this is the one to use. We're going to be deploying that contract to the local network that we just set up. We're then going to invoke a function called verify proof, pass in the inputs and the proof, and that's going to give us a yes or no as to whether that verifies on chain. Let's fire up another console and we'll see if it works. So let's move into the directory and then run /test local. So it's built the circuits and the witness. It's generating the proof. We've done the checks on the byte size here. We're now compiling the contracts. And it's failed because I don't have any funds. So to fund this wallet using our local testnet, what we're going to do is we're going to open up a browser and I'm going to go to localhost port 8000, which is the local node we just set up. And I'm just going to put lab at the end. Go to account, so the custom anyway, fund account, pop that address in and click fund. And that should give us some testnet assets to our local development environment account. Let's run that again. Fast forward. This time we're submitting the transaction, deploying the contract at this address, and we verified the proof. Done. On-chain verification succeeded. We can also copy this contract address, go over to Soroban, explore, set the network to local, paste this in. We've got our verified proof and constructor arguments here. Now, if you want to do this manually, we need to convert the bytecode to hex code. So I'm going to move into the private limit orders target directory. Let's clear this and have a look what's inside. So we've got the proof here, which is raw bytes, and the public inputs, which is the same. In the shell script, we're just importing that as a file path. I need to convert that to hex to paste it into the contract explorer. So to do that, I'm going to run this command, which uses xxd to convert it to hex. And we've output a public inputs.hex file. I'm going to do the same for proof. And now we can read hex. We can copy and paste this number into public inputs. The proof file is going to be a much larger file. So what I'm going to do is go to private limit orders, target, and proof.hex. I'm going to open it up with Visual Studio Code. Copy all of that, paste it in here, generate a new wallet. This will automatically fund it for us. Give that a second. And we get an OK with a circular reference. Green is good, that means it's worked. If we change this to a different number, we get a big error because the contract's throwing an error because it doesn't verify. So the final thing I want to do is show you how to generate these proofs and public input hex codes within a front-end UI. So there's an example of this as well that I've done. And if we go into private limit orders again, prove a UI, let's fire up one more console just to border on insanity. Should really use these tabs. And then move into the directory, run npm install, npm run dev. And we've got a local development server set up on 5173. This UI is built in React, so you should be able to copy the components quite easily. And we've got our limit price, our market price. We can change these about. Let's change to 05. Generate a proof. And here we have probably quite similar inputs and a proof text. Copy and paste this in. And we get a notification that has verified on chain. So this is how you can use Noir circuits and generate proofs with bb.js, both on the backend server and on the front-end browser, and then verify them proofs within a Stellar smart contract. Until Protocol 26 rolls out, if you start hitting budget exceeded errors, then use the local testnet servers to set up a development environment and switch that limit to unlimited to get your transactions through. Hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. There's more information in the tutorial link to in the description, along with resources for developers. Thank you for watching.